Hey, it's Medium Jenny Lee, and I'm here with a Woo Woo book review number 14. It's been quite some time since we've had one of these. I have some lined up that I would like to do. Let's see if we can record one today. This is The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. It is a prequel to Practical Magic. Now, you're probably going to be very frustrated with me if you were into witchcraft and witchy woo-woo things, but I've never seen the movie Practical Magic. I'll pause here so you can get irritated with me. I just never saw it when it came out, and I still haven't seen it yet. This was the first time I'd read any Alice Hoffman. I haven't read Practical Magic either, but I'm familiar enough with it to know a little bit about, just from pop culture of the years about Practical Magic. So I wasn't completely clueless going into reading this book. But I think it's actually kind of nice that I haven't seen the movie or read the book. I got to start the story from the beginning, which is The Rules of Magic. And this is a lovely hard copy version of it. I think that this came from a big giant stack of books that I got from my grandma that was passed through my aunt to my grandma to me many years ago. The stack of books had so many books in it that I still haven't read all of them. So this was one of them, I'm pretty sure. So this book was released in 2017, so not too old. It follows the three siblings through the 60s, 70s, and into their adult life that I believe are the older witches in Practical Magic. Of course, I haven't seen it or read the book, so I'm not sure. But it's Franny, Jet, and Vincent are the three siblings that this book follows. And it starts, you get a little backstory into the curse of the family from the 1600s, burning witches at the stake and all that stuff. And I won't go into the details about that because if you don't know, I don't want to spoil it for you. But there's a curse where a woman in their family line is put a curse on their whole family and some rules that they have to follow, hence the title, The Rules of Magic. And throughout the generations, this curse and rules continue to cause a lot of trouble. And for Franny, Jet, and Vincent, it is no different. They have a pretty tumultuous life. They have a pretty rough time of it as kids. They get to go to what I'm assuming is probably the house in Practical Magic where the younger children end up going, that are the young adults in Massachusetts somewhere. And they meet their aunt, who is the resident witch of that location in that little town, in that house. And that's where they learn that's where they start to figure out that they have abilities. They have these special powers, these gifts. They learn about the rules. They learn about some of their history. And they also start to learn about themselves. So it follows them all the way through into their into their adult lives. But then at the end, it brings it around town. It brings it around to where what I'm assuming is the young adults in Practical Magic are little children, and they get to meet the aunts that are the older aunts that are in charge of all the rules, the magic, the woo-woo, the witchcraft, and their family history and whatnot. Like I said, I never read an Alice Hoffman book before. I very much enjoyed it. I thought that the characters were very well developed. They each had their own personality, It was very clear what their thoughts and feelings and experiences were. Because I've read some books lately where that wasn't the case, where it's kind of like all the characters just kind of all blended together, and like there wasn't really a significant difference between the characters. So this did not have that problem, and I am interested to continue this story and read Practical Magic and then watch the movie. It's going to happen. I just don't know when, because I don't have the Practical Magic book. I'm sure I can probably find it at the library. So we're including The Rules of Magic, Alice Hoffman, in the woo-woo book review category because it's all about witches and witchcraft. And it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I kind of felt like the curse part of it was a little bit floppy here and there, like a little bit contradictory sometimes, and not necessarily making complete 100% sense. I mean, it seemed like it was going to, but then there was some times when it got a little bit... I'm going to use the word floppy because I think that's a fun word to use for this. Overall, really enjoyed it. I would recommend it. And you can yell at me in the comments about not watching the movie, nor having read the book before. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, there's a bunch of other woo-woo book reviews that have come before this one. I have 3 other ones that I would like to record, hopefully sooner than later. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.